Welcome back. You're watching live from Paris on France 24. It's time now for Media Watch. For that, I'm joined tonight by Nicholas Rushworth. Good evening, Nicholas. Good to see you.
Hello, Laura.
Now, we're going to start with a whodunit at the Vatican. Everybody's pointing their fingers at the butler, aren't they?
Well, it could be a what the butler saw, but in this case, it's more what did the butler actually do? Now, of course, Rome, Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m., there will be a trial of the butler. This has been running for months and months. The Daily Beast is covering this, and we can see the headline there about a trial cloaked in secrecy. Now,
do we know what he's supposed to have done?
Well, he took documents, which he's confessed to this, he's taken documents, which were secret documents, which revealed all kinds of aspects of alleged financial corruption and kind of hotbed of jealousy and intrigue within the Holy See. So one of the extreme examples of that is a possible threat to assassinate the Pope himself. So a wide-ranging scandal with lots of murky corners and lots of unknowns, and that's conveyed in the Daily Beast. The headline, VatiLeaks trial cloaked in secrecy, and it's saying that normally leaked documents about any court case in Italy make their way into the press sooner rather than later, but in this case, not at all. We don't know what's going to happen in the trial on Saturday, and that's because there's been a massive clampdown by the Vatican on the media. This is very restrained. There's very limited journalist access, and even
so how are they reporting it then? If they're
well, some journalists are going in to cover it and then coming out, and even the accused lawyers' statements are being given out by the Vatican spokesman. So that's an extent of this case. Now, what we've got here is the man in the spotlight himself. There we can see him is Paolo Gabriele. Now, what is the Italian press saying about this? I can go to La Stampa's blog, the Vatican Insider, and this is a fascinating blog because it's basically arguing that there's actually been a shift. Initially, Paolo Gabriele was portrayed as a conspiracy. He was perhaps involved with other people, and then he was portrayed as a scapegoat, and now he's portrayed as someone who's sort of basically repentant.
Someone who acted alone and is sorry for what he's done.
Yes. So, of course, the argument in the Vatican Insider is that, well, from scapegoat to repentant worker, he will now do everything he can to get a pardon, which could save his bacon. Now, the Pope can intervene at any moment, even now as we speak, or tomorrow, and say, yes, that pardon is there. But the verdict seems to be that he will wait for the trial. There's a four-year sentence going on and going up for him, and then perhaps
right, and the Vatican has its own jail and everything, doesn't it?
Well, this is some of the confusion about this case and the sort of murky goings on in Rome.
Because it is a state, after all, isn't it?
Well, look at this tweet from somebody, Louisa Lee. She's sort of saying, hold on, the Pope has a butler, the Vatican has a court of justice and a jail. In fact, it turns out that there is no jail in the Vatican. What the Vatican have done, they've got an agreement with the Italian government to imprison him if he does indeed go to prison. So this case sort of reflecting the murky goings on, the media management of it, this whole scandal. If now the Vatican can actually tap it on the head, that will be what they will be looking for. But whether that will be the case or not, we don't know, because it may be that now the media management will lead to Paolo Gabriele having a solution for him personally, but maybe other elements will emerge.
Oh, well, we'll have to wait for Saturday morning to see how that one turns out then. All right, now let's move to New York, where, of course, the UN General Assembly has been underway all week. I think the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stole the headlines last night with his picture of an alleged Iranian bomb, didn't he?
He stole the headlines, and he is everywhere in the media. But not to follow on with that, I've decided to actually look at Syria, because we're not getting that much coverage of Syria because Netanyahu has stolen the show there. So, of course, a lot of the concern is about this events in Syria, and of course, it's been another terrible, terrible week for Syrians. Now, I turned to
we had the bloodiest day in the conflict this week, didn't we? It's been just going on and on.
It's just total deadlock. We've got total deadlock. So what I was looking at some of the propaganda going on on the Syrian side, on the Assad side, and this is a cartoon we can see here in Al Watan, which is the Syrian pro-government paper, and there we can see a hand reaching out from the TV set, and the commentary in the paper is the government is trying to convince Syrians that they must ignore Western media.
And do we know what it says on his arm there?
That I don't know.
I will have to ask one of our Arab colleagues on the Arab channel. All right, let's move on because we are running out of time. A rather revolting new trend, gripping young Japanese.
Well, look at this. This is
I'd rather not look at it, to be
the
honest.
most extreme Bruty trend yet, and it's about pumping a saline solution into your forehead. And what you get is, if you press the saline solution in the forehead, you actually get a bagel-style forehead. It takes 2 hours to inject the solution. The effect lasts 16 to 24 hours, and it's very, very popular among Japanese, apparently, but still underground. So,
is it supposed to be attractive, or what? I don't
well,
really
I mean, the
understand.
reaction in the newsroom this afternoon was, "Oh my God, that's terrible."
Get it off my screen.
Another one, "Oh, that's the Japanese." But basically, what we've got is a kind of trend which beats everything in terms of tattooing. I mean, can you imagine walking down the street looking at people
But it's not
like
as
that?
permanent as a tattoo, is it?
It lasts 24 hours, so it's not a tattoo, but it's a kind of body art thing. I can see you with it, actually,
Oh, thank
Laura.
you, Nick. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. All right, thank you very much indeed, Nicholas Rushworth. That's it for Media Watch. We're going to take a short break now, and we will leave you with web news.